I told myself, if Palin is running with McCain, then I'm gonna knock on 1,000 doors for Obama.
Never been flagged that quickly.
You don't say, the artist formerly known as Lex Lazarus, you're a war criminal? Can we talk in here?
No.
You already are? Here we can.
Sitting 3 feet.
I'm a fucking dumbass. Oh my god. I'm not sure why I did Boston and then like English.
Looks like you've been alright.
Just left my therapist's office.
You're definitely alright. Very Kirby.
Depending on how good your therapist is. I really don't want that. Yeah, I can't reveal their name.
Right there on the side of the box.
Did you make them yourself? No. They are CBD.
Hide the box.
Oh, they're fine. They're not illegal.
Wow.
Please state
What
your
a
full
wow.
name.
Oh.
Xander Lee. Hey, I just got 2 new TikTok followers. I'm fucking killing it, bro.
I'll do it. 14.
Like many white people before me, I am coming to where I don't belong to say a bunch of shit that nobody wants to hear.
Well, you should live vicariously through them if you're doing that.
I've done a lot of that. That's kind of like I could give you this.
I'm
He called me like 3 times. I was like, I tried to ignore it.
You're hot.
that's what it is.
I'm not
And I was like, yo, that's a comment.
I should try to send this. Ooh. So, 100% like
Yeah. That's so simple.
CBD. Okay. So I don't know. I can be spared.
Well, it's 100% lit. Yes.
They don't know those.
What's up?
It's been a long time.
It's from here, I promise. That doesn't matter. Oh, shit. I was like, oh, it smells. Yeah, he said August. No, it's legal here for now. Yeah. For 100 years or so.
Does this help with your anxiety?
I will only say that. Did you get on the list? Like?
43% THC. Lab reports can be found at a 12 count. Made with highly quality does not contain tobacco. Contains like 0.3%. I just wanted to read popcorn. Remember that? You remember the fucking popcorn shit? I only did that.
I didn't have to read. You had to read the popcorn?
No, like it was like popcorn, so and so. Somebody like.
Oh, they pick you? You had to stop in the middle of the fucking.
Yeah, popcorn.
I always try to. Yeah, well, I always try to get somebody to just go for a long time, or I would try to just make it seem like I was bad at it, so they wouldn't ask me.
I used to fucking.
That's all right, man. You could just read it.
Read popcorn.
Are you still over there at the personal complex on Independence?
You know that she got burned down, dude.
The whole thing?
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
You didn't just go to another one, or is that just...
I live off fucking.
I got my PTSD.
But yeah, you didn't know that she got burned down.
No, I was willing to run like a marathon.
It's rebuilt, but it's not like I moved right back into it.
I just like this thing. Yeah, everyone's kind of got a sign to you.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, everybody else sits on one side.
Yeah.
George fucked it up. Get your ass over there. We need George to be off his name.
It's actually very nice to tip.
That's really what. That's what CBD cigarettes. They're those are just smoke cigarettes, not throw up. But I wouldn't because I wouldn't chain smoke this. Well, yeah, just quit smoking.
Why are you smoking if you're gonna throw up?
Tobacco makes me throw up. CBD does not.
Weed?
That's
Does
correct.
weed?
CBD.
Like actually, that.
I am
like,
not.
If I roll a blunt right now.
No, have you ever smoked weed? Have you smoked weed and it has some weed mixed with it? Have you
Like
smoked
weed, like if I roll a
Weed
blunt
would
right now.
never make weed will always make. Because I thought weed like subsides that. I expect that this is not. I expect this is not like if you have a hangover like that summer.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of nausea. That anxiety, depression, you can say.
Anxiety makes me nauseous.
Yeah. I'm not because of my anxiety. My depression makes me sick. But here's the weed card.
I just want to check it out, man. I saw those butts in the ashtray yesterday while I was emptying ashtrays when I was getting out of here. I'm like, what the hell are these?
2 days ago. I used
That's
that
awesome.
in order to
How much are they? Like $3?
my crazy anxiety that I get.
Well, I just got some liquid the other day. The shit's 97.3% THC. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's good.
This one has a
I enjoyed it.
Could you surprise me with like
Yeah,
literally any food on your
All of it's pretty good, man. What are you in the mood for?
anything with carbs? Think of that. Carbs. I think it's carbs.
Okay.
I like beef too, so you guys beef. I'll take it.
Okay. How about a chili cheese? Want regular fries with us?
Yeah.
What's your name, man?
Zen.
Need something to drink?
Water, no ice. Sorry. I'm not smoking cigarettes. Yeah, this is I don't even know the whole thing.
You smoke the whole thing. That's basically.
Extra for yeah, you won't find it.
That's a third. Basically.
No, I said it's not. But that is not.
We live, baby.
Welcome to Pinboys! Ow! Yeah. I'm happy I wasn't here last week. I came in. I had dinner, and then I let somebody else host, and I guess he hated it because he's not here. He didn't come back. He did 2 shows. I was like, you get to host 1. I guess he got upset. He said, "Fuck me, you try to do what I want." Fuck you, dude. 2 fucking shows. I don't know. I had to get out of the house, and I hadn't done anything in a while, so I wanted to date with my wife. Whatever, it was good. It was cool. And I'm back to losing my mind again inside my house. I'm just losing it because the weather's fucked up. I don't know what season it is right now because it was chilly and sunny again outside this morning, so I didn't know what. I was like, it's fucking confusing as shit. And I've been wearing this sweater all day and didn't think anything of it until I got here. You guys are like, oh, why are you wearing a Christmas sweater? And I was like, this is a fucking Christmas sweater. Why the fuck am I wearing a Christmas sweater in the fucking spring? I was like, I don't know, close enough. I got shorts on, so it's good. I don't give a shit. Like, I just don't care. This is my I don't care outfit. Who gives a fuck what time of year? I can wear a sweater when I want to wear a fucking sweater. That's what I'm saying. Stop judging me. I'm losing my mind. And part of me losing my mind, I argue with my wife about dumb shit. It's always the dishes. It's always the dishes. But the problem is, she's always fucking right. But I can't say that.
I just fucking said that. It's a good thing nobody watches this. But she should know, she's right. She's right. Every fucking time that she gets mad about the dishes not being done, she's right. I didn't fucking do them. Dude, so what's the point of yelling about it? I didn't do them. Well, now you got dishes on the counter. Okay, well, they got to be done. Okay. Did they get done because you yelled at me? No. It just makes me more pissed off now. Out of spite, there's going to be more dirty dishes in this kitchen than you ever fucking seen. It was crazy, but I'm like, what am I arguing with her for? This is stupid. I'm losing my fucking mind. And then she's like, why? Why? Is it so hard for you to just clean? Like, you don't clean. She's like, you don't clean. She's like, I asked you. Like, I just asked you to just keep the kitchen clean. She goes, I do the living room, I do our bedroom, I do the kids' room, I do the hallways, I do the stairs, I vacuum the carpets, I do everything. I just asked you to clean the kitchen. And I was like, this, for real, the truth is, babe, I love watching her clean. Her butt, I mean, she's got a 10,000 views booty, is what I tell her all the time. Minimum 10,000 views booty. Like, watching her clean, just fucking wiggling around the house. It's pretty fucking sexy. It turns me on, and she didn't believe that either. And then also, I said something about the way when she cleans, it's like something about the way when a white woman cleans, it's like she cleans the oppression out of it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no sadness or hatred in the house. She cleans all the fucking hatred out of it. Yeah, all the racism. Yeah. Sucking up black dicks, you're not racist anymore. That's the formula. My son, I don't have to worry about because he acts exactly like me. And I know a lot of you are thinking that's probably not a good thing for a 7-year-old white boy to act like a 37-year-old black dude, but I don't think the issue. I mean, but this, like, I used to be worried about the fact that he was gonna be like a bitch. He was just gonna get picked on. People were gonna beat the shit out of him all the time because I never toughened him up. I never like made him strong. And anything, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I did learn that he learned how to use his voice as a weapon the same way that I learned to use my voice as a weapon. And I don't know how many of you have ever been in a roast battle with a 7-year-old, but it's usually not that difficult. He comes at me and he says something like, your breath stinks. And I'm like, you look like shit. And he's like, and he's like, how can you say that to me when you're the one that looks like shit? And I was like, oh, are you trying to say, what the fuck are you trying to say? And he's like, what I'm trying to say is you got brown skin and you don't belong in this family. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it did hurt my feelings when I was like, this kid's never going to be fucked with in school. There's no way that any kid in school is ever going to be able to joke. There's nobody's going to be able to joke my son. And then I heard this kid call my son an ugly bitch. This dude called my son an ugly bitch. This kid was 9. My son's 7. He's like, oh, I'm an ugly bitch. He's like, yeah. He said, you're an ugly bitch. She's like, your mom wasn't saying that last night. You don't even know my mom. And I was like, neither does your real dad. There you go, son. That's how you do it. And then he told another kid to go. He said, I would tell you to go ask your dad if you could have a sleepover at my house, but I know you don't know his phone number. It's like, what the fuck are you even, what are you ripping these kids apart for? He said, they suck at PTA. Get the fuck out of my house. All right, man. That's cool. All right, but he rolled around in dog shit today. And I don't know. He was upset that I made him shower. He was upset that I made him shower. He said, you don't want to be covered in shit. He goes, I'm just trying to look like you. I was like, what the fuck? All right, guys. It's enough of the jokes. Let's get to some jokes. You guys ready to have a good time tonight? Yeah. So happy. I'm so happy it's always the same. I'm so happy it's you guys. And I'm so happy it's you guys. Because you guys are fucking entertaining. And it's awesome. I'm watching all of you guys grow. This is amazing. This is awesome. It's like you guys are, like when you walk in, you guys are just like a little flaccid penis. And then every time you get on stage, you guys just get a little bit bigger, a little bit more. So I'm just ready, and my mouth is watering the entire time. Like I'm just give it to me. But yes, I love it. That's what I'm saying. I love what you guys do. I appreciate it. Please keep coming back. Please don't shy away from all the blowjob innuendo. But everybody's getting 5 minutes tonight. There's no rules. No regulations, but everybody knows that at the end of the night we come around and take up the votes. And somebody's going home for $25 given it to us by Pinboys. Let's give it up for Pinboys for doing that for us. Thank you very much. Hope we keep it going for Dave, your bartender, who's going to be taking care of us. Right there. Oh. What the fuck? Put my name on the list. I guess going second. Wait, you ready? Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
So keep that energy going. This dude, I don't know, man. I wish people thought that he was my dad. Like, that's how highly I look up to this guy. I wish people thought that he raised me. I can be Prince Tyrell, you know what I mean? That sounds all right. So everybody put your hands together for Virginia's royalty, Mr. King.
Well, Tyrell, for you to look at me like a dad, you have to let me fuck your mother. Then you can call me dad all you want. But I'm abusive, so I might beat you and her, so it's just a disclaimer before you go hooking me up with your mom. How y'all doing tonight, Pinboys? I want to especially send a how you doing to John. John, how you doing tonight? It's John, right? John hates my fucking guts. Listen, I remember John heckled me one time when he was sitting like in the front. This is when he had hair. It was flowing in the wind. But apparently he had a life intervention. He came back semi-bald, and it's still the same energy. I dapped everybody up. Hey, how you doing? I just giving everybody that. I get to John, it's like the laziest fucking pound he could ever give me. That was the laziest fucking pound ever, John. I hate your guts. If I knew you was here, I would have turned around. Fuck you. I'm just fucking with you, man. I'm glad to see you, man. I thought COVID took you out, but apparently Tyrell Shorts brought you back. Nobody, I'm glad I'm first, because I want to talk about these fucking shorts. Anytime you can see Tyrell's big print at the bottom, those shorts are too small. He just jacked himself off getting changed. Yeah, you said it was how much? $350. Freaky shorts. Those, you can't come to my house with our wife's home shorts. Those are swimming trunk and short shorts. Nah, but seriously, all those times. I was thinking about something the other day. I was laying in the bed and I'm watching my life progress. And you know, like Tyrell, I really want to pursue comedy as a career. And so I started thinking about everything. Something funny, Alvarado? No, seriously, something funny.
You said you were in bed watching your life progress. I just wonder what that fucking means.
You said I was what now? Stop my time. This doesn't count. I'm doing this shit like a rap battle. I'm doing this shit like a rap battle. Somebody interject during my time. Oh, okay. Like time. Hold on. Let the crowd die down and shit. The whole time I'm spitting rap still. Like I'm still joking during my time. What'd you say, Alvarado?
You said that you were laying in bed one day, watching your life progress. I just wonder what the fuck that means.
You know what you sound like? You sound like that guy that comes to a show drunk and says something to the guy on stage. Like, I would never know you were a comedian just based on how you talk. I said, what did you say, Alvarado? You know that time when you said you were laying in bed. This is the point where I say, do you think you can do this shit too? You fucker. I don't come on your job and flip the burgers every week. No, but what I was saying was, and I knew you were laughing because you have a tendency when you laugh, everything shakes. From your head to your hair to your breast to your stomach. It all shakes simultaneously. Kind of reminded me of Don when I first seen it. But listen, I was laying in bed and I was saying, I really want to pursue comedy. And I just started thinking about the evolution of my life and how my life changed. And I was laying back, and for some reason it went back to prison. Anybody in here been in prison, by the way? Anybody been in prison? Oh. You've been in, what the hell was you in prison for? We're not talking about for visits. We're not talking about conjugal visits. We're talking about in prison.
Oh, man, my whore is behind me. Give me a break.
Now, what was you in prison for?
I was applying to be a corrections officer. Oh. Yeah. I ratted myself out hard on that shit.
I don't come to your job and flip the burgers.
It was 9 years ago.
That was a bad ad lib. God damn. He said I didn't start your time, and then he just gave you like 2 minutes. Okay, but anyway, this is what I want to say. when I was thinking back, they build prisons and then they build the warden's house directly next to the prison. Directly next to the prison. So every day we used to come out of the rec yard and see the warden's wife doing free shit. She's watering. Like, do you understand? She's doing free people shit right across from a prison. That's torture. Move the warden miles away from the prison. Don't put them next door where I gotta see her watering her grass, walking her dog, and I know I still got 5 years left. She's doing all this shit that I wanted to do when I got free right next to a prison. That's bullshit. Needless to say, I burned the warden's house down when I got out. It was the top thing I needed to do. Make it uncomfortable for. Anyway, man, I got the light, man. I thank y'all, man, for listening to the Pinboys, man. I'm gonna turn it back over to your host, Mr. Tyrell Shackelford.
Keep it going, keep it going, everybody. He's got a special coming out called Old Black Dude, some shit.
A typical black guy.
Just a regular guy. He's got a special coming out. Raspy voice black dude. Yeah. 45 minutes of crowd work. Never seen Dave with a notebook. That's all I'm saying. Good job, Dave. Good job, Dave. And I would like to say that Dave, you're doing a good job following my footsteps. You started your own open mic and everything. You give me a little money. I do appreciate you doing literally everything that I'm doing just to get right here. But apparently last week your next comic won here and he won in your room. This next dude, double duty, taking double penetration right in front of us, bro. So everybody, put your hands together for Pinboy's favorite casting couch comic, Mr. Giorgio.
All right, so I'm trying to find a side hustle. I really am, a part-time job, anything. And I was thinking about, like, if I could sell anything, you know, be a little entrepreneur. And I realized that I could never sell heroin. I could never do that. Because I honestly hate rolling quarters. I fucking hate that shit. Because that's what people pay. That's what people buy heroin with. Fucking quarters, bro. This is the most dangerous drug. This is like top shelf, worst drug ever, dude. And people throw quarters at dangerous drug dealers like if they're wishing wells, dude. Like if it's medieval times, throwing change at you. Like if you want to become a heroin dealer, you have to like fractions. There's no other way around it. Truly. Could you imagine paying a gram of weed with quarters to your weed dealer, dude? He would sell you synthetic, sprinkled with fentanyl, and dodge your calls forever, dude. There's no other way around it. A lot of people say that like racism is taught, like they grew up learning how to be racist from their parents, like they were raised this way. My question is, how young? Like, were your parents trying to put you to sleep with racist nursery rhymes? Is that what was happening? Twinkle, twinkle, burning cross. The Muslim on the bus is strapped with dynamite, strapped with dynamite, strapped with dynamite. Old MacDonald owned a plantation.
Oh.
Yeah. Like how, like seriously, like how young does this shit start, this indoctrination start, dude? Because you know that there's some like KKK member that's overly competitive and he's trying to get his son to be racist as soon as possible so he could brag at the cross burnings. You gotta raise them right, dude. You gotta raise them right. My son, he's sick Heil before learning how to walk, dude. My son, he does everything and anything to get that to happen. Like he gets like those like headphones and puts it on his wife's pregnant belly. and he just blasts Mein Kampf on Audible. He has the Turner Diaries and like a pop-up book, you know. He shows pictures of like different races, and if his child doesn't cry, he takes a cattle prod and fucking electrocutes him. Then shows him a picture of Tom Brady and feeds him a cookie. Like, how young do you start, dude? That's my question. What's really, I've always found weird is like, you know, like if you were born into a really like if you're Latino and your parents are really Christian, your name is most likely going to be Jesus, Jesus. If you were born in a very, you know, Muslim family, your parents are going to call you Mohammed. But why have I never met a racist called Adolf? Dude, Hitler's fucking racist Jesus. Why has anybody done that? I feel like no one told me. No one ever told me. I never knew. I never knew about all the choking that would happen during sex. I never knew, dude. No one told me. Dude, if we had a functioning educational system, we would be taught jujitsu during sex ed, dude. I swear to God. Like back in the day, the only thing, if you wanted to practice safe sex, the only thing you needed was a condom. But these days, you need a condom, a safe word, and a CPR certificate in your resume. Anyways, thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit, man. Good shit. You buy heroin for 25 cents, huh? 25 cents. I can afford that. I'm just saying, I can do that. I can quit my job to do heroin. It sounds about right. It sounds right. I don't know, man. I just thought your set was so fitting for the next comic. Since the next comic has already been receiving so much love from King Dave, I figured drug abuse, racism, and then forcing sex on somebody is exactly the perfect way to bring up the next comic, so I don't feel like I have to say much more other than his first and last name. So put your hands together for Mr. Jonathan Williams!
I got some great fucking friends. I took that guy out drinking last night. And that's how he introduces me?
Yeah, I forgot.
Fucking asshole. No, but like really like if you're like doing a little better in your life and all that, you should look out for your friends. And it's it's not bad to like take out somebody who's down on their luck or broke, since pretty much everything Tyrell is right now. But he did say though, it was like it is true. If you go out drinking with me, it's always a special occasion. Not because I'm going to get drunk and like puke on you, even though I did throw up in the bathroom. But just weird shit always seems to happen when I go out drinking. Like, well, first I figured out, like everyone always jokes him about it, but Tyrell really does know every white person in Virginia Beach. Like every time a white person walked in the bar, Tyrell got up from the booth and was like, hold on, I know them. Hey, I know, you kind of remember, well, you're not white, so. But yeah, like he did shit like 3 times. Like 3 different white people just randomly walked in. And then all those white people knew each other. It was the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
And then until...
They didn't know that they knew each other.
Yeah. But this fucking white girl, who apparently the bartender told us this is like her regular thing, to show up drunk and then get even more drunk. I mean, she was one of those, like, the jukebox was playing, and she was like, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover, just fucking losing it. And out of nowhere, she comes up and just, Tyrell had a fucking Ninja Turtle shirt on, and she said something like, Super Ninja, and just jumped on him. It was like, hey! And Tyrell did what every black, because the only thing more dangerous to a black man, besides a cop with a loaded gun, is a drunk white woman.
Yes.
So like he literally just went like this the whole time. He didn't say a word. And he was like, John, just get rid of it. And eventually, like, I don't know if it was her boyfriend, dude, whatever, This dude fucking fireman carries this girl out of the bar, gets her out into the parking lot, and then like the other friends, he's standing by the car, and he's like, come on. He's like, let's go. And she's like, fine. Runs at him full speed, and the guy's like, the best thing to do to a drunk girl, just scoops her by her knees, is like, boom, slams her down, right on the fucking road. And she did not get up for like 10 minutes. Like, they're like, come on, let's go. And she's just like, I'm pretty sure you killed her. I'm pretty sure I witnessed the murder that night. And then we ran into another friend, and it was really awkward because I don't know why. There's 3 people sitting at a table drinking who have all recently gotten DUIs. 2 of them much more recent than the other. I'll let you figure out who. But that was a fun enough night. And I'm trying to, Tyro's not really my friend. I just told him, like, hey, if we hang out, like, I'll pay for your drinks and you'll probably end up getting some weed. He's like, okay. You gotta buy your friends, it's sad. But I have been like, I had some people tell me tonight, like, I haven't seen you in a while. They were like, I think they were hoping like that night when King Dave joked me that I really just did go home and like kill myself. They're like, yes! King Dave took him out! He's finally gone! But no, I actually like totaled my car. Wasn't even drunk. I lost control in ice and I really wasn't. I had a .09. Shoot me. Whoa! Court case pending. We'll see what happens. I have a good lawyer and I'm white. We'll see what. I got good luck going for me.
That's why you said shoot me.
Hold on, this is live. Delete that. But like I have been trying to like get my shit together like last month, and I always tell myself, there's a lot of times I come up here and I don't know what the fuck to say, so I've been like sitting there all the time. I have these like little random thoughts, so I started writing them down. Like one of them is people get put under hypnosis. Hypnosis is bullshit. That is just one guy curing people of their stage fright who really want to do improv comedy. And then another random thought. So I was walking my dog one day, and I hear people bitch me out all the time because I have a 3-year-old German Shepherd, and I've never had him neutered. And they're like, look, like what if he goes running off and he fucks some random dog and he gets her pregnant? Those dogs are just going to end up in the SPCA and they're going to get put down. Like, you're a bad person, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, you're so worried about these puppies being born and getting put down and shit. How come nobody's ever had puppy abortions? Why is this not a thing? Like, if he's just out there, like, slinging, like, so pretty much human life is less important than dog life once again. Because we will not abort the puppies. We'll let them be born, but just like human young, we put them in cages and shit, just like the human kids. We're just like, fuck it. But, yeah, that's enough of my weird random thoughts. There you go.
Thanks. Shout out to everybody. We're in drink. Shout out to everybody. Yeah. I know you guys are probably like, why wouldn't he mention at all that he went and hung out with Jonathan Williams last night?
I wouldn't either.
I wasn't trying to tell anybody. Didn't want people to know exactly how sad I was. Well, now you know. Now you know. Jonathan Williams is a come up for me. All right? These are his shorts. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. All right, guys. We heard about what it's like having white women thrown at you. I'm pretty sure this guy gets it all the time because they don't see him at night. So put your hands together for Mr. Ray Kirby.
White women throw themselves at me all the time. They just happen to be 600 pounds. God damn it. I get the worst white women, bro. Their parents aren't even racist. They like me. I'm like, this is bullshit, bro. At least fuck up the food or something. It's like, what is this food season? This is okay. I did do some shit this week. I recently I went to an all-female SoundCloud rapper show recently. That was weird as shit. They were actually doing a raffle, and I got one of the raffles, and I won this shit. And I went up and I was like, what the fuck do I get? And they gave me a $50 gift card to Bath and Body Works. So I'm about to smell good as shit. It's fucked up. You know, Bath and Body Works, men and women's fragrances are fucked up. Because like women get like 1,000 kisses and like moonlight path. And then it's like men's fragrances for like lotion are like dick. It's like, get the new fragrance now. Balls. It's like, why is it balls? That's it. It's like, fuck me. It's really fucked up, but it's really shit. It's like dick and balls. All right. So you smell like pheromones, and she's like, this fucking dog off my leg. Man, it's a rough one. I'm looking at my phone because I don't remember anything because I've been drinking. All right, I went on a date with this girl recently, and I thought it went all right. You know what I mean? We went back to her place, and I'm gonna be honest, I stuffed up her bathroom. I fucked it up. I didn't fuck it up, but like I was trying to play it off, right? So she didn't have any Lysol. She had any air freshener. Fucked up, man. So when I left, me and her entire bathroom smelled like dry shampoo. I was like, fuck it, I'm not leaving this bitch smelling. And god damn, my hair was clean as shit, by the way. Clean as my hair was the straightest it's ever been in my entire life. I look like Andre 3000 in the Hey Ya music video. I got home, my mom was like, where have you been? I was like, Mom, you can't ask me shit like that. You can't be asking me shit. Brushing my shit back. I don't know. It's a motherfucker. I've been having a good time recently. I also got in a car accident. And clap it up for that. Woo! Clap it up for that. I got in a car accident, but here's the thing, right? So if you ask me, I didn't think it was my fault. But they were like, all right, it's your fault. The state trooper, he was like, it's your, I hate, man. There's something weird about like black state trooper because every single what was the thing Michael wins? But they're all fucking Paynes. They're all fucking officer. What is his name? What's it again? Officer Payne. This is Payne, whatever. But they always. This isn't a bit. I haven't written this out yet, so I'm just gonna get back. Let's get back on track. So I didn't think it was my fault, but he said it was, and then afterwards. My insurance company calls me 3 days later, and they're like, we actually ruled that it's not your fault. It was their fault. I was like, shit, I got the Johnny Cochran of auto insurance companies. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, what did you tell them to get me off the hook? They were like, we said, if the bumper don't fit, you must quit. I was like, let's go. That's all I can say. And it's fucked up because, like, the kid that I hit, he was just like me. So I'm thinking now, I'm like, damn, I really should have hit a white woman so I could really get some fucking so fucking piece out of this shit. That was my racial humor for the night. I'm not gonna I only got a lot of shit to say here. I don't know. I keep noticing people say like drinking is bad for you, but like I don't know about you guys. Drinking is bad for you, but like whenever I go to the bathroom, my piss is crystal clear. So I don't know. It seems like it's not lining up. Like I'm just saying, I feel like if I pee on an iceberg, then the ice would just start growing back. This is nature's healing with PBRs. Thank you. I'm probably gonna get out of here in a second. I just have more things to say to you people. Alright, I'm gonna say this last thing. Does anyone know Blind Fury?
Oh my god.
Okay, so some people know Blind Fury. I have a little story to tell about it. He's a blind comic. That's all you really need to know. So it's crazy. Blind Fury, he said that he went blind in the 90s. I was like, damn, bro, that's kind of sad. But then I realized, I was like, Blind Fury, you don't know what a pog is. Like, he still thinks that white women look in mirrors and go, does this dress make my ass look fat? He thinks that. He doesn't realize. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I was sorry about that.
Ray Kirby, everybody. That ass white girl, or pretty ass white girl. Depends on the neighborhood. Congo. those awesome white girls. Shut the fuck up. You'll get your turn. I ain't got it. Jesus, fuck. Okay, that was awesome. You can tell Ray's got a little white women on the mind there. White girls on the brain. That's pretty awesome. It does. It's funny to me to think that you're like, you met a guy who was blinded. You asked him how he got blinded, or he told us how he got blinded. He said he got shot like 25 years ago. He got shot, and it's a tragic story. And all Ray can think about is, man, he doesn't know how sexy white girls are. And that, like, I've seen a sexy ass white girl. And I was thinking about it too. I was like, everything he had, everything he's seen, he kept bumping into my truck. Like he just kept walking into my truck because I don't know. Nobody told him it was there, I guess, but he kept bumping into it. He goes, "Can you move this fucking Jeep?" And I was like, "If you cause it in a truck, I'll move it." But he fucking called it in a Jeep. He's gonna keep walking into that bitch. Fuck you. Because he was funny. Anyway. This next dude doesn't fuck 600-pound white women. Because he said the 300-pound ones give him a little more chase. So put your hands together for Mr. Joseph Jenkins.
Well, those 300-pound white women, I don't chase them, they make me chafe.
Oh.
Like, throw some like flour on it, like baby powder, find the white spot, you know? That's all it is. Speaking of that, I do love BBWs because every part of their body feels like a boob. That's just me. By analyzing the sun and the moon and the stars, I'll be there, and I swear, like a shadow that's by your side. Better. All right. Well, I'm fucking done with that shit. By analyzing the sun and the moon and the stars, we can just tell that the spiritual advisors can kiss my black ass. Because they should come with like terms and conditions. You know what I'm saying? Like, before here's some advice that they gave me. You have some depression, here's some cocaine. You have a toothache, here's some cocaine. You have hemorrhoids, use a hot iron. What the fuck kind of shit? I paid $200 for this shit? Come on now. Like I dated a girl like who was going into the doctorate program. Like, yes, you need to have a PhD to be called a spiritual advisor. No, scratch that. It's called a spiritual counselor. Yeah, what the fuck? And she gave me that advice. Like, she told me that you do cocaine, more cocaine. Here's a hot iron. Yeah, just still on it. The fuck? Oh man. So like, it's crazy because she would call me by my zodiac sign. My name is Joseph, and she's like, Leo. I'm like, what you want to do? I want to do, you read your tarot cards. And I was like, hold up. That's Devil's Uno. Tarot cards is Devil's Uno, bro. Because, like, you don't want to fuck with that shit. You get the reverse foolish card, and it's like, wild card. I'm going to put that shit right side up, man. Fuck the bullshit. Anyways, they should come to terms and conditions because they burn sage, they burn weed, and they will burn your house down if you cross them the wrong way. And also, they will also break up with you because your air fryer read 1, 2, 3, 4 on it. They're all about the numbers. Make a wish, 1111. Like, I wish you would actually get this hot iron out of my ass because it's not working. Like, what the fuck? It's like, it was goddamn. What the fuck? And like, homeopathic, like whatever it is, they got the home remedies. Like, I don't believe in doctors. I make my own everything. I'm like, well, I got a little bit of a cold, you know. Like, here's a shot of apple cider vinegar. and some garlic in there. I'm like, well, it worked. Like, yeah, you'll be all right. I took that shit. I puked everywhere. You want to talk about puking? I didn't feel good after all because that shit is garbage. Like, why is that a thing? She literally just gave me vinegar. You cannot drink vinegar straight up. That's like spiced milk. That shit's. Anyways, it's crazy because like she called me Leo because of my zodiac sign. I called her my throat goat because she was a Capricorn. Oh my god. I miss her. I fucking miss her, man. Still, like, you know, she gave me like I asked for advice, you know, like I was living with somebody who was like my roommate I didn't really like, you know, how do I get rid of this roommate, you know? It was like, the 30-day lease doesn't work. I gave her 30 days. She was like, here's a rock. Just rub it on the walls. And she'll just be gone. Burn some sage. No, I'd much rather burn some weed. You're like, what stupid ass advice and shit you gave me to book The Secret?
Oh, great.
Right? And it said 30% off on the book. And I was like, what's like you get this from? It's 30% off. 2 for $5 chop. The niggas over there got garbage over there. I got this for cheap. Like, okay. Regular, that's my time. Let's go up to your home to take the blackout. Tell us shot for everybody.
Those niggas, everybody. Good shit. The reason you threw up the vinegar is because you need to drink malt vinegar. As a black guy.
Got him fast.
Put a little brown paper bag. Malt vinegar goes down smooth. Your next comic is actually Joseph Jenkins' new spiritual healer. And you can't wait to stick a hot iron up your ass. So put your hands together for Mr. Ben.
Why you just say shit, dude? You don't have to have like a unique intro, bro. Let's be like, what is that even? First of all, I don't want to be here tonight, so like I really didn't want to show up, and then I got the list handed to me, and there's a person, Xander Lee.
Oh man.
Please.
God damn.
What is that?
Down.
What are you? All right. This guy.
That was your pickle.
Well, see, as much as I already don't want to be here, you're just like a slave owner.
Hey, migrating concept. Shut the fuck up.
He's just like a slave owner that uses the slaves for growing CBD. And he hires other slaves to be his slaves because he's not. You look like Slender Man too. You're just scary. I don't wanna... Jesus, dude. Anyways, my fucking nephew's back in town. He's 4 now, and I hate watching him grow up because now he's like trying to mimic humans. Now, like the phase this guy hasn't got out of, like he's still in it, like you're like right. He's like, you know, you're watching kids like trying to do it and wave like this. Just like punt them. Just like quit fucking like learn to act normal. Like it's funny. He yells. Everything he says, he yells now. He doesn't have like. He's like, "But do you like to eat fish, Uncle Benny?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do." "Why do you like to eat fish?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Do you like all types of fish?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like fish." He's like, okay. Like he acts like I'm the one that's wrong. After he's been screaming for like 5 minutes while I'm trying to eat dinner, it's just like Jesus, dude. Tired of him. And his dad, my brother, smoked weed in my mom's car, which I drive yesterday. I had to drive him, and he fucking lit up in the car. And I can't tell a 30-year-old not to smoke weed. Like, I had to be like, all right, the car smells fucking reeks like weed now. Like, what am I supposed to do? And then my mom found out about it, and she's yelling at me for smoking weed in the car. And I'm like, it's Ryan. Like, you know, it's your 30-year-old son, not me. Like, goes to school. Like, he was like, well, why'd you let him smoke weed in the car? I'm like, why are you yelling at me for this? Like, it's not me. I don't know. And also too, I'm just pissed. I'm just not in a good mood today. And also too, he's become anti-car seat for his child now, because he doesn't want the government to tell him. I swear, he doesn't want the government to tell him how to raise his kids. And so he's just going to do the opposite of everything the government says. Which sometimes, like, I don't like laws or the government, but sometimes they're right a little bit about something, maybe, like a car seat for a 4-year-old, maybe is a good idea. Like, but no. It's just, I guess he's going to get what he deserves for fucking yelling. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. I'm anti-laws, except for I went rock climbing the other day. You guys would do rock climbing, indoor rock climbing, whatever. You guys did that. I did that, and like you're supposed to sign the shit or whatever, and like I just was like, all right, I'll write my name on whatever, just rock climb. And then I get to the top of it, and they want me to jump down. I was like, well, I'm not gonna jump down from here. It's like I didn't know I was afraid of heights until I was like on top of the world, basically. And it's like looking down, and then like they're yelling. It was like the opposite of like a suicide jumper situation. They're like, you have to jump. I'm like, I don't want to. And they're like, you have no options. I'm like, I guess maybe I should kill myself. But like, no options. And like, but I'm like, man, like I wish, like it's like one of those situations. Like I support like the business should be able to like let you die at their business. But then once you're like, you're at the top of it, you're like, maybe there should be laws about like, jump off this or whatever. Okay. What else? I went to New York the other day, and then on the way back. In New Jersey, I got stuck in 6 hours of traffic because there was a semi truck that hit a car and killed 2 people or whatever, and it ruined my day. It ruined my fucking day, and it ruined like hundreds of people's days. You know what I mean? So basically, their whole life is like taken account. It's evened out. You know what I mean? Like they ruined their life and everybody else's day. You know what I mean? Like 1,000 people's day. Because New Jersey doesn't know how to fucking clean up the roads, because they don't know how to fucking clean up their entire state. Basically, it's a bunch of just dumb people. And then once I finally got to go through the toll, because that was a toll road too, and then I had to pay a toll after waiting like 6 hours. I was like, man, I don't want to pay this toll. And the guy was like, 2 people died today. I'm like, but you haven't had to work all day. Like, can you shut the fuck up and let me complain? Like, you had a day off to just fucking shoot the breeze while everybody else was waiting in traffic. My life's harder than yours, and the fucking 2 people that died. Okay, whatever. All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye, everybody.
Good time, everybody. Sometimes I'll take a little notes during the show. And I wrote no more intros for Ben. This is it. He's just done. I just walk away from the mic when it's your turn. You don't need to say your name. It's just like, coming up next. Good job. Good job. Way to flex your white privilege. Again. Hey, bitch at the toll road. Ryan's from Dwayne, my car, and I gotta pay the toll. This next dude, again, I'm sorry, I can't do quirky intros anymore. It's just a person, just a white guy who's never ruffled any feathers or done anything unique. Please, if you'd like to celebrate his existence, he is here, so we can do that. So let's put your hands together for Mr. Don Hughes.
I had the depressing realization today that I peaked comedically years ago. I had a memory flash in my mind when I was 16, right after I started dating my now wife, and we were at Chesapeake Square Mall walking through the food court, and I slipped in a wet puddle on the floor with no wet floor sign, and my left knee dislocated and made a show like an L. I fell on the fucking floor, and said, pow! And I just screamed, fuck! Fuck! And so many people walked by and either had 2 reactions. They laughed or they just looked at me with disgust. Dude, look at this fucking piece of shit falling all over the fucking floor. I had to lift myself up, pop my own knee back in the socket, and then walk over to my table and eat too many Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Later in life, I fell 45 feet down a submarine ladder with only one witness, the guy I'd only been working with for one day. At the time, I was about 410 pounds. That's about 100 and some pounds more heavier than I am now. Still fat. I fell right in front of that guy. And I just stood up and I caught my breath. And he was like, "We got to lift you out of the boat, man. You fucked up." And I was like, "No, I'll climb out." And I climbed back up the ladder. I would pay so much money. I pissed myself laughing to see somebody as fat as me fall that far and survive. Fall like a fucking superhero from space. Just I'm fine. Just climb the fuck out of the boat. And showed up to work the next day high as fuck. I lost that 6 months of life. I don't really remember a lot, but I was not feeling no pain. You're not beating a fat guy falling down. I peaked. I was up here. Fat guy falling down is up there with like farts. You know what I mean? Like nothing you do. Like right now, it's like if that dude walked in right now, like everybody's like, sorry. If I fell down right now, that'd be good. I would have fucking $25. But it has to look real and I have to be in real pain. That's how it works. People fucking message me online, but they don't. You know, they would never admit to this in real life. But maybe some people in the room, they message me online. They're like, "Man, I need some advice. Like shit's not going right. You seem like." You know, the guy like that I talk to and you listen, and I'm like, you want to talk to the morbidly obese, mentally fucking ill, physically disabled, autistic guy who speaks in metaphors about everything except World War II trivia? Okay. Here's the advice. Be honest, alienate everybody, and then when you get down to like the 6 people who you haven't alienated, those are your friends. It's That's it. Stop trying to be everybody's friend. That's the worst thing you can do. That's like being a farmer that names all the animals that he's going to use for meat. You don't do that. You name the ones you like. That's fucking it. You know, everybody else is like, the white one, whatever. Good example. King Dave came to me in the back before he went up. He was like, "Hey, bro, this is his name, pointing at Jonathan Williams," and it took me way too long. I was like, red, angry, drunk guy. Fuck. And if you're one of those people that like changes your name every time you show up, like we keep you around because everybody's like, well, he's too retarded to butcher. And we just get like a shitty nickname, like there goes retarded faggot rooster. We just let him strut around, walk around the room, not look like he knows where he's going. There's a new gay satanic shoe coming out. Have you guys heard about that shit? Gay satanic shoe. It's that Virginia Beach shoe that Nike's gonna make. That shit is fucking hideous. That shit is super dumb, dude. The guy who designed it's like some Coast Guard retard who was like, I used the Japanese blue wave painting as an inspiration. Like, you know what I mean? The ocean front? The water's the same color as the people, motherfucker. That shoe doesn't look anything like Virginia Beach. You want to make a Virginia Beach shoe? Make it a black Air Force One. And melt down shell casings to make the check mark on the side. Put like a red splatter on one toe. Put a drop of Pharrell's cum in the heel of it. Sell 757 pairs of it. Guarantee you that shit'll sell the fuck out. Something in the water. Yeah, it's Pharrell's blood and cum. Get your pair while they last. I am so fucking over Virginia Beach. You guys had one little shooting in the ocean front. Some people got shot, and they're like, I can see it now. All the fucking local businesses dusting off their VB Strong merchandise. Like, no. If I see one VB Strong mask, I swear to fucking God. Because that was in 2019. There was no mask. That's new product. Get the fuck out of here. Like, 2 people died. We better have a goddamn massacre at Lansdowne High School before you motherfuckers break that shit out again. My name's Don Hughes, Inventory host Tyrell Shackelford.
Here we go, now me and everybody. Good job. It's fucked up, man, because I didn't know that the Virginia Beach shoe was like a real thing, because I saw that Ben Stott had shared like a sketch of it, and I was like, oh, that shoe that Ben drew is now like the shoe that is like really getting made. And I was like, oh my god, I was duped. I was like, oh my god. But then in the same sense, I was like, that's crazy that I could see something on Facebook and believe it so strongly. And then you made a post about, I better not see any BB Strong shit. And Ben's like, what are you talking about? And then you tell him what happened, and you're like, and Ben's like, I swear to God, if I get my news from Don Hughes again. I was like, yeah, that's right. I got the news about the shoes from you. You got the news about the shoes from Don. That shit's fucking crazy. I think social media might be working. Anyway. It might work. Yeah, but it's cool. Yeah, Don, you should have just come up here and fallen. I would have picked you. Yeah. I would have picked you. In fact, I fallen. Yeah. What? You did? That's cool. No, I was talking about it earlier that like if somebody came up here and they, they're really being self-deprecating, they're talking down on themselves, which happens a lot. And sometimes they'll keep their hand in their pocket, like their whole set. And I'm like, man, this motherfucker's real sad. And if he pulls out a gun or something, fucking blows his head off in front of everybody. Like, I gotta give him the money, right? Like, I gotta. Like, he wins, right? I hope. Like, I don't. Please stop doing it. Please stop it.
He's got the gun.
Damn it, I thought he was gonna fucking blow his head off, and I was like, fuck! No need to vote! Yeah! That's all I keep bringing in my head. This next dude, I hope never dies, because I love him to death. So put your hands together for Mr. David Howard!
People know from Tyler Shackelford. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was great. I was also going to talk about the VP shooting. Wasn't going to pop a forehead bang doing it though. Like, whoa. I was sitting there like, Jesus Christ, how do you follow that? I don't know. I was, I went to school in Illinois, and it was like a state school where everyone was accepted. So they even let it, I didn't even have citizenship, and they let me in. It was pretty dope. I loved it. They were just like, oh, you're white? Oh, we'll figure it out later, buddy. But like the thing is, like a lot of my friends were from the south side of Chicago, and shit's pretty bad over there. And they taught me this valuable lesson that I've, subconsciously carried with me for the rest of my life, which is the first weekend of nice weather, like if the first week of nice weather, that weekend you should not be going out. Because and if you look up crime stats in Chicago, the first weekend of sunny weather, there's gonna be bullets flying. It's a fucking duck and cover kind of situation. So I was like, no, you know what? I didn't even leave the fucking house on Friday. And then on Saturday, I was like, oh, it happened. Okay, we're good. Because, like whenever the protests start, like there's not going to be a shooting there. Nobody would have the gall to do that. I feel like, I don't know. It's weird. I know that like that's kind of like that ties into like I've been listening to a shit ton of rap because a lot of good shit's been coming out, and I've realized that the only rappers I really respect and like are the ones that are just from like the shittiest places. I can learn something from someone who came from like the dirt, you know what I mean? Like I can't listen to a white rapper, you know what I mean? I just can't do that shit anymore. It's so stupid. It's like, we get it, you're a struggle, whatever, you've always tried to convince people that you're black and it hasn't happened. Even if you're half black, like Logic likes to fucking remind everyone every single song, like, stop. It's just annoying, but like, here's the one guy I love was FPG Duck. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this man. And I didn't even know about this guy. He was going to perform in the college town that I went to. And then he canceled last minute because apparently Chicago or Illinois state cops have an APB out for him because his gang killed so many Chicago cops that anytime he was going to perform anywhere in Illinois, they were going to show up with everyone that they got and just shoot the whole fucking place up. I'm talking about the cops. And they would just fucking shoot. And I was like, well, damn, that's really shitty that they canceled that concert, but I am 100% checking this dude's music out. And guess what? He's dope as fuck. He's literally the dumbest guy. And then he got shot and killed by the police. Right? It was kind of tragic.
It's really weird. Anyway, I should talk about more fun things, right? This has been a dark set so far. I didn't mean that like that. Fuck. Anyway, so I'm ghosting my grandpa. That's before you get upset though. I'm just doing that because I know he's about to. He's 95. He's about to do that for the rest of my life. So like, why can't I just? I'm just trying to keep bringing it. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird prank war we got. You know, I'll do some things and then he does some shit. I know that like he might get the last laugh, but I'm sure as fuck gonna get the last bit. So I got that covered. All right, check that one off the list. Okay, I'll just end with this. I've been really kind of like, I had a really good job interview the other day. It was amazing, and I'm like, I'll tell you guys about it more whenever I get the job. But like, it went really dope. And halfway through the job interview, I was like, this is going so well. And you know that moment when you surpass, like, you're like, okay, I'm definitely talking myself up too much right now. I'm not going to be able to follow this up with anything real. Like, as soon as they hire me, they're going to find out, like, oh, damn, he's just a good pitch man. Fuck. That man's pitched himself way too well. Yeah, I just know that, like, as soon as these people find out, like, who I really am and not just from a job interview, they will probably fire me sooner than Deshaun Watson got fired. I know that much. Jesus Christ. How many people? Okay, anyway. Bye, guys.
You go, David Alvarado, everybody. Yeah, I have a job interview too. I've had a couple of them since I quit because I'm trying to find like a part-time job. But the problem I'm having in the interview is I literally say the phrase, "I'm not trying to do that much work." You should also know that this job will not be my priority. I will not put this first. Comedy is first. I just want like 20 hours of paycheck. Keep me going. Hello? Hello? Yeah. That's pretty much how it goes. There's like, oh, fuck you. We don't know. We want it. Okay. This next comic needs no introduction. He's made an impression on all of us, and I think we're all excited to see what he has in store for us. He hasn't been here in a while. He's a man of many names and many suits, and I'll just bring him up and I'll let him address you all as he will. So put your hands together for Mr. Xander Lee. Fuck shit, goddamn piss, fuck town.
Yeah, alright. You know what? Maybe sometime. You know what? I bet it'll be my 69th open mic where I'll get all 7 out. Yeah. That would be plagiarism, but I think I could go. Actually, it wouldn't be. Is that is it's pretty good. So I'm Xander Leaf. I have made the mistake of calling myself many fucking things. So you can pretty much call me whatever the fuck you want, including, well, ooh, shit. Including, as a matter of fact, I'm sorry, Mr. Batman that fell down. What's my name again? I forgot. Can you tell the crowd all 3 words? They need help. And then I'll fix it, because I do have to fix it, but. There's a rooster and a faggot, and let's read it here again. All right, well, anyway, I'm a half faggot, and that was kind of my punchline there, but then you, fell down twice tonight, and now, shit. Oh, well. What a Holocaust, right? But I digress. I am Xander Leaf, as a matter of fact, not as a matter of fact, Lex Lazarus. That motherfucker sucks, period. And that's a whole other conversation, but I'm not the least bit Jewish, as a matter of fact. I was adopted. I was born 31 days in the 90s. I'm very fucking Scottish, as you plainly, sadly see. A little Swedish. I'm a little tall for a Scot, but anyway. So as a result, like I probably should have did a little bit of Googling because I'm adopted by Italians, so it's a little bit weird to go by Lex Lazarus if you're not a Jewish person. I'm just saying. SJWs are going to notice, and my inner SJW took a while because I figured out that God wasn't real when I was 8, and I also figured out that I was adopted when I was 8. So it just wasn't really in my head that Jesus met Lazarus in Bethany is real. Also, Israel's an apartheid state, so why would I pay attention to them anyway? But I don't like any Nazis, whether they're Jewish Nazis or Nazis that look like I did when I was born. But you know what?
That's your phone.
I don't care who that is.
Don't worry, answer this phone.
Answer that, please. Answer that,
I have not taken nothing called classes, everybody. If I had, you would have seen me answer that on the microphone. I'm a dumbass. You're right. Oh shit! No.
Yeah, what? Huh?
That was a joke.
Huh?
Figures.
I am not somebody that actually answers the phone every time. Though I do play one on TV. I would prefer not to. And let me go ahead and quote Mr. Sabo Zizak. He said I would prefer not to. Jesus Christ. That other secret still. Alright, hold on. We're doing full stand-up now. I don't know what time it is, how long I've been up here, but that's alright. I think I can come to a startling climax somehow.
That week, there's some black people that want to beat you up.
Yeah, so this is my 66th open mic. And some manner of speaking, it's like my second, because it's like the second time I've ever been funny up here. But, no, I digress. Actually, it's the third time. There was one time I came here dressed as Johnny Depp, and y'all called me on it, and I was like, yes, I fucking did one. Anyway. Hey, man. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Johnny Depp is a good boy and a startled victim, so there you go. I'm not gonna fucking date anybody named Denver Glass, that's for sure. Don't wanna get it. I would prefer, as a bisexual and half-faggot, I would prefer to not have a dollhouse smashed on my head by Denver Glass. Anyway, that's my shit. I've pretty much said all my shit. I am a half-faggot, and I love you all. God damn it! I send between Serenity to buy all the whole fucking entity restaurants everywhere on the planet ecstasy. I'll see you for my 67. 67, Thursday, at Long Shots, probably. Well, yeah. Thank you. No, keep it going first. Stand early. Great smattering. Appreciate it. That I'd like to say good words.
I'm sorry, I just demonetized.
I don't know nothing nice to say.
As usual, I've demonetized this again.
Yeah, yes. SJW. I was like, single Jewish woman. I don't know what I was looking at the whole time we were up here. I kept hearing fucking faggot robot chicken or whatever it was. And then I was like, you said fucking Johnny Depp, and I was like, you were the worst. You look like Johnny Depp after every stunt he's ever performed. It's like all of the drugs he's ever done, everything that Johnny Depp has tried to get rid of is what you're personifying. Right? That's what you were fucking butt Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead man swallow. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of awesome butt pirates, your next comic knows quite a few of them. So put your hands together for Mr. Remus Barza.
What a place to be on Monday night. What a great place. I love it. I love almost everybody in here. Everyone's like, oh man, they should make a time machine. There is a time machine. It's called Pinboys, Monday night. You got people dressed from every decade, except the current one. I do know what SJW means. Sorry, Joker wannabe. Somebody saw the movie and identified heavily with it. Well, don't they deserve it, Murray? They should die. I'm pretty offended by the words I've been hearing tonight, like half a faggot. More like 15/16 of a faggot. Smoking these CBD cigarettes. FAG cigarettes.
$9.99.
Oh boy.
That's my $9.99.
So what is it now? Xander Leaf? What is a Xander Leaf? Then it was it used to be, he said, what was it, Lex Lazarus? I don't know why you just go by Alex Jones.
Because I want to be loud. You got to stop doing it.
Alex Jones? That'd be like, I'm born, my name is Rodney Peterfield, but I'm going to change it. I like that I take like a week or two off, and this is what happens. I also do really appreciate that everybody else here, non-verbally, has already noticed. I was sitting back there and I could already tell. I was like, those two over there fucking, I know they're talking about. And I'm like, they're fucking eating it up. Oh, like, goddamn, my man. I want to come and high five David Alvarado, George Bob. I was like, you guys get it. Fucking Coop Central. I don't know how many places you can eat a sandwich in this place. All kinds of corners in here for sandwich eating. Even Jonathan Williams Jonathan Williams got shook by all the napkin play over there. Oh, holy shit. Jonathan Williams going around the pool table, he still's like, what the fuck is he doing with those napkins, man? So I was talking to my buddy, he works for the director of the CDC. And he told me that basically if you get the vaccine and you have a reaction to the vaccine, that means you never had it. You never had COVID. If you don't have a reaction to the vaccine, that means you had it. And that's how they track who got it and who didn't have it, by reactions to it. Did you know that? My buddy works for the director of the CDC. He told me at a Harris Teeter in Suffolk. They were at the beer tasting station where you don't have to wear a mask. But when you go near the beer cooler, you do have to wear a mask. I think it's good that we wear masks. Can't really tell what people are saying under their breath anymore. There's someone at Home Depot, I'm pretty sure they were saying lots of things under their breath, and they're like, thank God for this mask, because there's a lot of deaf people around here that can read lips. That's a new one. Just made it up just now. Stop doing that. Stop making shit up. Oh man. You guys ever see a cobbler?
Very recently.
You know what a cobbler is?
Yes.
They used to fix shoes in Ireland in the 1300s. You saw one tonight, by the way. They're the original SJWs. Shoes just work. All right, thank you very much, Pinboys.
Here we go, rings one on everybody. Good job. It's his hair, right? It's fucking bald. His ring is always bald.
I'm Rock out.
Like, he's not gonna say anything about the lack of hair. Shiny as shit. Jesus. I could see Lex's reaction on the top of your head. That's how fucking shiny you should. Fuck me. If I don't call your name to come up here, don't come up here. This is it. This is it. I never thought I'd have to say that.
What'd you say?
Exactly. Exactly.
No, that's the one thing that I missed.
Yeah, no, it's okay. If I don't call your name, don't come up here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Don't come up here. If the comedian up here does, I ask you to come up here. Yeah, fine.
I get it now. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I meant the first 2 times. I said don't do that. Yeah. It's okay, man. No, you're good. It's okay. It's a learning experience. The open mic, we're all learning. We're all figuring it out. This thing's gonna get bigger together. All right, guys. You know, got a few stray pubes. We got a friend, but yeah. I would say that your next comic is probably living in the left testicle. I don't know. I just say shit sometimes. You're right, Remus. I should stop just making shit up on the fly. Like, man, you know, fuck it. You're right. This dude looks like he should have been in Bob's Burgers. Next comic. Put your hands together for Mr. Dwight Boyd!
Oh, okay.
I like my shit well done.
Don't think that's funny. Is that pretty funny? Bob's Burgers. I hated that show the first time I watched it because I could immediately recognize who was it. The wife is voiced by like a dude. And I was like, this shit is weird. I don't like this at all. Like, it's okay. I don't have a problem with that being the case, but I feel like they should address it in the show. You know? I don't know. Whatever. So, we'll just run through some shit that went on this week. I was driving on the interstate, and I looked out the window, and I was like, I wonder how many bottles of piss are on the side of the highway. Right? How many people pee in a bottle? Like, you know, you just can't get to a rest stop and you pee in a bottle and, you know, you don't just leave it in your car. So I rolled my window down and I threw my bottle of piss out the window.
Oh my God.
Nice. It's always good when the true stories go out. I did some thinking. I was thinking about, like, everybody remembers Harambe. Did y'all see the video, though? Like, of him just swinging that little kid around? Yeah, see?
No, thanks.
And they shot that gorilla. And I was just thinking, like, yo, if that was my son that was down in there getting thrown around like a fucking ragdoll by that gorilla, and they shot that gorilla, and people were just furious and went on for years about how they were wrong for killing that gorilla, I would raise my child to be a school shooter. Just kidding. Yeah, look, I don't have a choice but to be kidding. I'm partly Puerto Rican, and like my kid's mom is black, so there's a much better chance that my kid won't be a school shooter than the chance that he will. It's just facts. So,
Y'all thought that was like super funny. It's getting warm outside. You know what that means? I'm trying to find a lady. I was thinking maybe I should start like going to the park, like go for walks at the park. Find a girl that like gets up early and like stays in shape, you know. Find a girl like walking her dog or something. Like, yo, you know, like I love dogs, you know. I have a dog too. She's like, what kind of dog? It's a raw dog. But I want to find a girl that can at least cook, you know, like, and something more than pasta. And when it is pasta, something more than ramen. You know, like I don't want her like, you know, do you want it with or without the water, you know? Like, you want your noodles crunchy? Like, oh, I've never had it fried before, sure. And she just like takes out of the packet, throws it on the bowl, and uses a spoon. Sickening. You guys have health insurance? Just don't do health insurance. Well, I don't have health insurance for the same reason the other people in here don't. The shit's too expensive. And also, like, I never took my dogs to the vet. Like, they live to be 15 and 17 years old. So I'm like, if I don't go to the vet, I could probably live to be like 135 years old, right? Is that how it works? Maybe not. I'll get out of here on this, okay? You guys know, I know pretty much like everybody in here watches porn. Everybody, I know you do. I know Rachel does, all that good stuff.
I don't watch porn.
Oh, sure. So, I'm not white, I'm going to breeze through this. I like hentai. I love some hentai porn, yeah. But I'm tired of having to scroll through. Like, when you go on these porn sites, so much fucking incest porn. Like, you gotta scroll through that to get which one. I don't want to see that stuff, you know what I mean? I just want to watch a girl get fucked by a tentacle that she's not related to. I'm the white boy in. That's my time.
Keep going, white boy in, everybody. I like it. Dr. Remus, man, you were right again, dude. This place is a fucking time machine. You got the ghost of Pinboys Pass, and then a fucking Harambe. I never even thought. Fucking Harambe, I haven't heard Harambe forever, man. Yeah, it's a fucking time machine here. It's crazy. It is insane. Next comic, I'm not sure what time period she's from. I'm just going to end that right there. I'm not going to keep going any further with that one. Everybody, put your hands together for Just Sonia!
Yeah, man. I hate getting treated differently just because of the way I fucking look. Calm down, it ain't what y'all think it is. So I'm gay, right? So with that being said, you know, people expect to look a certain way, and I hate being treated by the way I look. When I wear my hair out, my natural hair is curly, so and I got a lot of hair, so look a little bit more feminine. You know, I kind of miss the chivalry a little fucking bit. I'm walking up to a door. Oh, you got it. Thank you. You good? You know? I'm walking up. Oh, you can go ahead. I don't even know what I want there. You go ahead. You got it. Thank you. Thank you so very fucking much. When I look like this shit, nigga, I get cut off in traffic, goddamn. It was like, yeah, you just feel the goddamn masculine energy from a fucking car. It don't even fucking matter. I'm walking up to a motherfucking door. Excuse me. You know, going to a motherfucking restaurant. Yeah, first, they ain't even take my order yet. How you doing? Like, damn. Just cut off. And it's weird because it's like I get that energy from the fellas shit crazy. I hate when they motherfucking stare me down. Because, where I'm from, if you look away, person look away first, you're a punk. So if somebody be scoping me or whatever, looking at me, I'm looking back. But see, I'm a punk about man, I ain't gonna lie, right? So, but I don't let them know that I do it like this. Fuck calling my phone, man. Hello? Yo, man, what? No one's the wiser. No one's the fucking wiser. Man, that's really all I had. I guess I'll talk to the crowd a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Tyrell, nice shorts, bro.
Oh, well, all right.
I went to wear my shorts today, bro. I was like, yo, it's a cold. Yeah. Tyrell.
Yeah.
Shorts with the sweat. Don't fuck around, man. Hey, look, man, that's my time, y'all. If y'all fuck with me, follow me _ on IG _ just funny. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's my time.
Keep it going. I guess I'll just do your other 3 minutes. Stop looking at me, man. I don't know what the fucking point at. I don't know what it's called. This is fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. I was gonna say I'm pointing at a comic, but you're not. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I made the mistake when I first made it. I thought I was like, oh, is that a dude? Is that So I said, what's up? And I chest bumped her. You know what I mean? Like, what's up, bro? Trying to go up? Excuse me. Oh shit. Chest bumped. My bad, dog. She had me fix the brakes on my car. Anyway, we are down to your last comment. Woo! Yeah. And if you ever looked up here and been like, man, Tyrell's job as a host of Pinboys must be difficult. He does it effortlessly. Effortlessly. Flows through the work seamlessly. So how does he get it done? What does it take? What level of comic do you have to be good enough to be the host of Pinboys? Would you like to know? Do you want to know what it takes? Well, your last comic was the host last week, so you just gotta be as good or better, which most of you are. You gotta help the ones that are in the worst position, so I had to give one a shot. Give an opportunity. I would have been nicer to you, but you did 2 shows. You did 2 fucking shows. You're like, you know what? One wasn't enough. I'm gonna do another with that, but it's cool. Anyway, he did a great job, man. Nothing but good things from all the staff. Everybody said he did a really good job. I really appreciate it. And I'll definitely keep giving out opportunities, but plenty of people will get a chance to host it here just because I'm lazy. So, anyway, put your hands together for the Lexion Tyrell, Mr. Taylor Edwards. I'm not black enough for a do-rag.
I put my hair in a do-rag one time, woke up in a fucking panic. Holy shit! If it's your 66 fucking open mic, how many fucking times? There's a whole button dedicated to silent, at least on my phone. Sometimes 2, depending on how fancy that shit is. I don't know. You look kind of fancy, so I assume you understand how steampunk technology works at least, so the modern shit should work. So that is like one of my biggest pet peeves. It's like, we all know how to do it. And it's already happened once.
I got this phone last week. Shut up!
Yeah, I don't know, I've had about fucking 7 phones in the last 5 years. Silent function works the same on all of them. It's crazy. It's the volume button, if you were wondering. It's the one, there's a button above it and then one below it, and it's the one on the fucking bottom.
You're right. Period.
Or pull down from the top of the screen, there's a little airplane. There's a little airplane. I know you're used to hot air balloons, but fucking, there's a little airplane. Anyways, I wrote one joke. That's why I'm going very hard on it right now. Way better at that. Jonathan, you're talking about dog abortions for some reason, because you thought that was a good topic to make jokes about. We don't have them because dogs aren't people. They're pretty expensive, and bullets are pennies on the dollar. I'm just saying, it's super cheap. Like my dad, the way he did it was he put a bunch of Rottweilers in a burlap sack and threw it into a fire. That's how he got rid of puppies when he was a kid. Yeah. I feel like every time I tell y'all a little bit more about my black side, y'all like shut down on me. I plan on getting the vaccine this summer, but like I'm not getting a shot. I'm just going to Florida in August. And I'm pretty sure that shit's gonna work. Like I'm just gonna go hit a bunch of open mics and like lick every mic and just come back a fucking superhero. Fucking shut Virginia back down. Like that's just gonna be good, dude. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. I really can't wait. It's gonna be awesome to get out of the state, go hit mics I've never hit. I can do all the shit that y'all don't like anymore, and maybe get some laughs. It'll be fun. You ever heard someone say something so racist you like believe them? You're like he's making like holy shit, that timeline is super accurate. Like I heard a guy genuinely say, he's like, all I'm saying is when we started letting black guys fuck white ladies, cancer went through the roof.
Oh shit.
Holy shit.
That's
the 70s, he's right. He's like, that's right when it started. Like mainstream wise. Like we've been doing it since like forever. But that's how you get me. I look like the little kid Big Daddy and Django brought up next to him. After Django and fucking Doctor shoot everybody, like Big Daddy shows up, he's got this little yellow nigga next to him. And like they don't ever mention it, because Quentin Tarantino is a great director, but you know, like he put him there just to be like, you know, fuck this nigga nails, right? Alright, my name's Taylor. Let's thank God for having me.
I was like, we made it. Almost. All the way through, guys. No. Actually, I'll let everybody have another turn. Since that's how Taylor likes to fucking Tuesdays. Gonna start off with Mr. Coach. No, it's cool. I had a good time. Had a great time. I appreciated it. And a winner was decided by the very last vote. It was coming down to the wire. Again, the votes were spread out again. I fucking love those kinds of shows. Like, one for one. Oh, 2 for 1 for the person that won. Only got 3 votes. Like, how the fuck? You know what I mean? God, this is crazy. It was awesome. But it was amazing. That means everybody did a good job, and everybody had different moments that they enjoyed from the show. So everybody really did a good job. So tonight, you're all winners. Oh, you. The only real winner tonight is Mr. Remus Warzon, everybody. Yeah. Good. Let's get out. We'll keep that back next week. Thank you.
Is that what you wanted? I didn't know it wasn't just bullshit. I got one too.
And then no, a crowd showed up.